Dear students, today we are going to discuss a play, Macbeth, written by William Shakespeare. So, we will have a brief introduction about the play. Macbeth is a tragedy, and we can understand that if the climax happens in such a manner or such a way that the chief character, hero, or the protagonist suffers a tragic end, then the play or drama is considered as a tragedy. So, Macbeth is considered as a tragedy, and it is written in 5 acts by William Shakespeare. It was written somewhere between 1606 to 1607 and published in the first folio of 1623 from a playbook or a transcript. So it was the date of publication of Macbeth is considered as 1623. Some portions of the original text are corrupted or missing from the published edition. It is unfortunate that some portions were missing and they had to be deleted. The play is the shortest of Shakespeare's tragedies without divergence or subplots. It is the shortest. The most important tragedy in terms of the interpretations of critics is Hamlet. And then comes the play Macbeth. The play is the shortest of Shakespeare's tragedies without divergence or subplots. It chronicles Macbeth's seizing of power and subsequent destruction. Both his rise and his fall are the result of his blind ambition. Macbeth and Banquo, who are generals serving King Duncan of Scotland, met the weird sisters, three witches, who prophesies that Macbeth will become Thane of Cawdor. This is the starting of the play. When Macbeth, who encounters three witches, three sisters who were in the form of witches, and he was already Thane of Glamis, and they prophesied that he would soon become Thane of Cawdor. And after some time, their prophecy came true. So Macbeth believed in them, and this led to his degeneration and subsequent fall. They prophesied that Macbeth will become Thane of Cawdor, then king, and that Banquo will beget kings. These were the prophecies. Soon thereafter, Macbeth discovers that he has indeed been made Thane of Cawdor, which leads him to believe the rest of the prophecy. When King Duncan chooses this moment to honor Macbeth by visiting his castle of Dunsinane at Inverness, and the king at that point of time was King Duncan, and he had great admiration for his general Macbeth, and he personally visited Macbeth when Macbeth was living at Dunsinane. Both Macbeth and his ambitious wife. The title given to Macbeth's wife is Lady Macbeth, and she was more ambitious than Macbeth himself. Realize that the moment has arrived for them to carry out a plan of regicide, that is, killing of a king. So they are highly ambitious and they believe in the prophecy made by the witches, and they think that it could only be realized if Duncan is murdered. And they find a great opportunity when Duncan visits them at Dunsinane. Spurred by his wife, Macbeth kills Duncan. Initially, Macbeth is not willing to kill King Duncan, and then Lady Macbeth goes to pursue the murder, but she could not, and then she exhorts Macbeth to kill King Duncan. And then Macbeth kills Duncan, and the murder is discovered when Macduff, the Thane of Fife, arrives to call on the king. Duncan's son Malcolm and Donalbain flee the country, fearing for their lives. Their speedy departure seems to implicate them in the crime, and Macbeth becomes king. Macbeth becomes king by chance because Duncan's sons Malcolm and Donalbain they flee the country. Worried by the witch's prophecy that Banquo's heir instead of Macbeth's own progeny will be kings, Macbeth arranges the death of Banquo. Though Banquo's son Fleance escapes. So Macbeth plots the murder of Banquo and he kills Banquo. But Banquo's son Fleance escapes. Banquo's ghost haunts Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. And Lady Macbeth is driven to madness by her guilt. So she feels guilty of committing a crime and then she becomes insane. The witches assure Macbeth that he will be safe until Birnam Woods come to Dunsinane, and that no one of woman born shall harm him. No one born of a woman shall harm him. Learning that Macduff is joining Malcolm's army, Macbeth orders the slaughter of Macduff's wife and children. So, we can assume that Macbeth was filled with fury and he kills Macduff's wife and children. When the army, using branches from Birnam Woods as camouflage, advance on Dunsinane, Macbeth sees the prophecy being fulfilled. And Macbeth's army was outnumbered, and the enemy army was using branches cut from trees of Birnam Woods so that they could use them as a camouflage or a trick used in the military dictionary to make Macbeth to put Macbeth under confusion about their numbers. Birnam Wood indeed came to Dunsinane, and it was an assertion made by the witches that when Birnam would come to Dunsinane, then Macbeth would subsequently die. Later on, Lady Macbeth dies by committing suicide. Macbeth is killed in the battle by Macduff. And finally, Macbeth is killed, who was from his mother's womb untimely ripped by caesarean section. Macduff, his birth was untimely birth, or he could be considered as a premature baby because he was taken out from his mother's womb untimely ripped by caesarean section, and in that quibbling sense was not of woman born, and Malcolm finally becomes the rightful king. So that's all for today. We will continue discussing literature in our next video. Thanks for watching.